Hello there.
Sorry, did I scare you? It happens. It's not the first time. Serious subject matter. All right. Let me tell you a little story. This happened in December of 2014. I was getting out of fursuit, and this was around midnight in Chicago, Illinois. I was on the 10th floor of the main hotel, and an incident happened on the stairwell of the 9th floor. There was a bunch of chlorine gas that came out. They had to evacuate the whole hotel. It was really cray-cray. Once I heard about the gas leak, what I did is I tried to hold my breath for as long as I could as I walked down the stairs to get out. But then that brought up the question, who did it? ISIS, terrorists, Al-Qaeda, obviously. Everyone was thinking that it was some sort of... Well, okay, First, everyone was thinking, oh, you know, they have pools. They probably had some sort of chlorine problem with the pools. And then everyone was thinking, oh, yeah, they just had something a pipe exploded, the pipes that lead to the pools, and there was rumors going around and no one had any clue. Well, the police did an investigation and they decided that it was intentional. And afterwards, they did more investigating. People in the fandom were convinced it was probably some sort of furry hater trying to kill furries, or maybe terrorists. And unfortunately, the police had to close the case as unsolved. And I felt that was a good opportunity for me to come out and to give you all what my theory is. After the incident, I talked with a lot of friends, I talked with a lot of people about their opinions about what might have happened, and I put it all together into my own theory as to what happened. So, today I'm going to tell you my theory of what I think happened at Midwest Furfest 2014. Well, what I think happened there were some furries who were making drugs on the stairwell. They figured that, hey, if we make drugs, we'll get high, we'll go to the dance, yada, 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 whatever. So they knew that because nobody would be crazy enough to walk all the way up to the 10th floor through the stairwell. Because everybody's using the elevators and it's so late, no one needs to use the stairs. People usually use the stairs in the middle of the day because there's so many people using the elevator. So they knew no one would be using it. They knew there were no cameras there. So they decided to make drugs there. Now, the actual evidence, now remember, this is all speculation. This is all my theory. But the actual evidence there was some sort of container that was broken, some liquid. I think they were making something called chameleon meth. Now, I'm not going to give you the recipe to making chameleon meth, but I'm going to tell you that it has 3 ingredients. One of those ingredients is crunched up chlorine tablets that you put in pools. So, basically, and another thing you should know is that if you were to take 2 of the 3 ingredients to make chameleon meth and you mix them together wrong, it would make a crazy chemical reaction, which would cause a lot of chlorine to release, and also what would happen is the container used, whatever container is holding the substance will get really, really hot. It might even have like some fire and stuff. It just gets extremely hot, and chlorine gas pops right out if the chemical reaction happens. So what happens is I think they mixed up the drugs wrong, and it made the chemical reaction. The chlorine gas poofed out. They probably freaked out. They were like, oh no. And then they realized, hey, if we leave, we won't get caught. Huh? What? People trying to escape getting caught? What a crazy idea. So they probably left after that. Now, what they probably did, they held a container that they were supposed to use to make the drugs with, and because of the chemical reaction, it made the container very hot, so they had to drop it. That broke. Probably turned tail and ran after that. And they would have more than enough time to do it because, you know, barely anyone uses that stairwell. So they knew there was no way they'd get caught. So then they left to their room and, you know, they left the mess there, all the chlorine gas that was made from the concoction. And then a bunch of very unlucky furs ended up getting sick from it. I think about 19. So that's my theory. That's what I think happened. It was basically some druggies that made their chameleon meth wrong. So that's what I think that happened. Again, this is not super duper based off facts, but it's based off of just people giving me opinions as to what they think happened. And so yeah, that is the Cord Kitty theory as to what happened. Thank you everyone for watching.